Well, hello world. Welcome to Johnny's Angels page. You have to excuse me because I have a little sinus infection. It's clearing up, but I had to start my YouTube channel today. So this channel is going to be about everything fashion for curvy girls especially. And pop culture as well as home decor. I love to decorate, and I just recently bought a home within the last year, and it's been a time, decorating each room, but I love to do it. And I shop at some of the most unconventional places, and some of the things that I buy are right under your nose. So I definitely want to inform my viewers and my subscribers to the different places that I go. So, I know I am fabulous. And I also wanted to kind of give you a little backstory about what Johnny's Angel means and what it means to me. So, both my parents are deceased, and this is not to be a sad story. Clearly it's, sometimes Mother's Day just passed, so sometimes it is, a little emotional, but everything that I do moving forward is in my parents' memory. So my dad's name was Johnny and my mom's name was Angela. So that's how you get me, Johnny's Angel. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that like and that subscribe button right now. Okay, it should be right down below. And so the first thing I want to get into today, we're going to cover a couple things in this video because there's a lot of stuff going on. So I just want to make sure I cover my bases with some of the things that I want to do today. I want to show you all this particular product line. This product line is Mielle, the rice water and aloe vera treatment. It recently came out. It's only exclusively at Walmart. I purchased mine online for $9.98. This is the itch relief. It is a serum kind of. It's jelly because it has aloe in it, but it's more like a serum where you can kind of like pour it out and pour it in the parts. I got my braids done the last week of April. So today is May 11th. So I've had my braids in for about, 2 weeks now. So it's definitely already a little new growth. So I just want to let you know, I just got the product. I just cracked it open today. So I put some of this on my hair in the parts before I start this video because I did. Oh, just want to make sure I was recording. I was like, wait a minute. I wanted to make sure that I did my whole head. I'm a YouTuber. I watch YouTube all the time, and who got time to watch me put this in all of my parts with these tiny braids, okay? But the main reason why I'm on here is because they have an edge control / braid gel. It is also $9.98 at Walmart or walmart.com. So as you can see, my edges are a little toe up to the flow up, and I make sure when I get my hair braided, they don't touch these edges. They are a mess, okay? Now when I lay them, they kind of cover up, but I've had braiders before just literally snatch my edges. So I'm going to watch this product for 30 days. So again, today is May the 11th, 2021. And in 30 days or, June 10th or June 11th, I want to be back so we can show the progress. Because I'm still having my braids because it's going to be a time taking these out. So I plan on keeping these in for at least, get me a good 2 months. I'm going to rock these until at least, beginning of July. I might not have a new hairdo until the 4th of July. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to apply this to my edges while I'm on the screen so you can see that I use it. This is like the consistency, and yes, I'm a nails girl, so when I get it out with the back of my nail so it won't get underneath my nail. As y'all follow me, y'all see I have the fly nails. And excuse my sniffing because like I said, I have allergies. I didn't want y'all to think I got COVID-19 over here. But even if I did, I was home quarantined by myself, so guess that does, make a difference. So this is how I start my edge process, and I am not a beautician, so I don't want anybody to sit here and be like, oh, she doing it wrong. Look, I'm just trying to see the progress, and I'm gonna apply this to my hair every single day, honestly. So in between this video, today's my first day using this. So in between this video, between this starter video and the video that I'm gonna do later, you know, we'll check the growth, because you guys saw my hair bare with nothing on it. So I definitely just want to slick it down, and I'm not a wave smith, okay? So this is kind of how I kind of get it popping with the edge, with the edges, or the non-edges in my case, because I'm a little baldy scaldy on this side. Now, I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida. I'm currently taping and filming in Atlanta, Georgia. So I'm a Southern girl through and through. I could not imagine living anywhere else but the South. I like to visit other places, but the South got something to say. But ultimately, you might hear me say some grandma-ish words or phrases, because I'm an old soul. I definitely hang out with older people. I used to sell insurance, and it was for senior citizens. So with that being said, you know, definitely picked up some things from them, from my family. So, okay. So for the most part, okay, this side kind of gonna get on my nerves, but listen. When I do that, I mean, you can still see that my edges are a little skimp, but they not as bad, you know, when you see the little taco meat right there. But again, these products are the new line from a Black-owned hair care product company, Mielle. So I love their products. I turned my sister onto their products. She's been ordering them throughout the quarantine. So prior to quarantine, or prior to COVID-19, I definitely still got relaxers. I'm not a person who shames somebody who gets a relaxer. I'm team do whatever makes you feel comfortable. Team whatever is most convenient for you. Because you know, as you watch these YouTube videos for natural girls, you do realize it is work. You know, if you want to make sure you have a certain look, you might have to do that twist out, you know, a few days before the day you want to wear it loose. So, I'm all about, you know, doing whatever is most convenient for you, embracing who you are. But with embracing who you are, you need to also embrace, you know, people's choices. Just like I'm a fully natural girl. I mean, I would like to be a little slimmer in the thighs, but I'm kind of scared to go, you know, lay on somebody's table. So I'm definitely gianting right now. So hopefully as these videos progress, you guys see pounds shed off of me as well. But again, with that being said, you know, I don't shame anybody who gets surgery. You get surgery, more power to you, sister. But for me, I can't. So again, same thing with natural versus relax. So because of COVID, I kind of was pushed into the natural lifestyle. So I am completely natural under these braids. I will say I've conveniently been wearing braids this entire time, because I don't know how to, you know, actually manipulate or do my natural hair. And that's fine, because I actually enjoy wearing braids, because with working from home, I mean, you got to jump on a Zoom call and people want you on camera. I mean, it's easy to like slit these edges down and jump on the camera. I mean, I know some women who got wigs and they just, bam, get on the camera. But this is the most convenient for me, especially if I'm going to be lounging around the house all day. You know, I just kind of didn't want to invest in getting, you know, virgin hair or inches, or, you know, doing something to my real hair. And I'm really just going to have it under a bonnet all day. So that's enough of this. Just remember these products. There's one more product that I don't have in front of me today. It is a conditioner, and that conditioner is like, it goes with, you know, washing your hair. So I personally, I mean, I haven't needed to wash my hair, you know, because I got the braids. I mean, I do wash my hair with braids, but not with a conditioner. But whenever I do choose to do my natural hair, you'll see my follow-up video. But we're going to follow this and this. So I put this on prior to the video just because I didn't want you guys to, you know, sit here and watch me do it with every part. And then I put this on literally on camera just now. And again, today is May 11th, 2021. So we'll be back June 10th or June 11th to see what the outcome is going to be. I'm going to give a shout out to my drink of the day. I am a wine woman. I am not a wine connoisseur, but I would like to think I am. Although some of my friends laugh at me. Listen, I'm going to give her Rat Boutte, okay? I love me some Reuniti, okay? And I love this because this is a sparkling red, and it is like $5.99 at the Publix. And it is absolutely delicious, okay? You can drink it room temperature, or you can drink it, you know, a little chilled. I prefer it chilled, but I wanted to give a shout out to that wine today because you're going to see my wine of the day every day. I may even pop it open while we talking. So, next thing that I want to talk about is Porsha Williams. Now, that laugh is not condescending at all. She is absolutely my favorite housewife, following Phaedra Parks. Okay, but currently on the show, Porsha is my favorite housewife. So, you know, I was totally here for the freaking frack era because putting them two together was TV gold for me. I really enjoyed their friendship. I enjoyed their fun, especially after, you know, Porsha had did her divorce on TV, and Apollo and Phaedra had their divorce on TV. Definitely was extremely elated when their friendship blossomed on TV, and they were just, you know, everywhere with their little bouteilles and everything. So, love them. But back on what happened today. You know, I have a little background in TV. I don't talk about it much because I didn't really do much work in it. But I do have friends who still work in TV. And again, I'm here in Atlanta. So, you know, word on the curb is that, you know, people are speculating because you watch the show and the tagline showed Fallon, who's Simon's, you know, soon to be ex-wife, as being Porsha Williams' friend. You know, honestly, Fallon is an Atlanta socialite. Porsha is on a TV show displaying that she is a Atlanta socialite, in which she had already been, you know, prior to even joining the show. So they, I'm sure, knew of each other, and it's been clear that Dennis and Simon, you know, are in the same industry but owning different businesses and restaurants. And by the way, Dennis has a liquor called Nyack. Yes. It is absolutely divine. Y'all will put that Hennessy down once you get that Nyack in your system. Actually, you know, that's going to be my next video. We're going to have Nyack over here. But nonetheless, let me get back on track. Okay, so back on track. They know each other. Clearly, they know each other. But ultimately, I don't feel any way really about this. I mean, the optics look bad, but what we have to really realize, this is 2021. Reality TV is not reality anymore. It is orchestrated for the show. Kenya even basically said that at the reunion on part 3 when she was going on about the Bolo situation, and she was saying that they were at work and it was her job to bring it to the forefront and everything like that. So you basically used the bachelorette party and made a storyline out of it and continued to carry it out through like pretty much the entire season, which annoyed much of everybody who was a fan, who watched the show, period. With that being said, it wasn't looking good for Real Housewives of Atlanta. We definitely saw people who were faithful fans calling for cash shakeups. Faithful fans basically saying, let's let this shit slide. Oh, don't know if I can cuss on here, but let's let that go. You know. So let's get some new people on here. Let's get some fresh faces. Nene's gone. They have no anchor anymore. And people like to say, oh, Candy's the anchor. Candy came season 2. And in housewife tradition, an anchor, which is an OG, which means an original gangster or an original cast member, would be somebody who started on season 1. So that would be like a Lisa Wu, a Deshaun Snow. It would be a Sheree Whitfield, a Kim Bierman, a Nene Leakes. You know, so that would be an anchor of the show. With Nene's exit, you know, they no longer have an anchor. And let's be real, Candy cool, but Candy ain't really bringing nothing. And I get it. If you don't want to bring no drama, that's fine. You don't want to mess up your brand, that's fine. But this is reality TV, and you know what people are there for. Furthermore, again, they have orchestrated storylines, which, you know, if there's nothing going on, they will put you in a position for something to go on. So at any rate, I feel like Porsha announced this because honestly, nobody had been really whispering about it. You know, it's not something that was well known or that was circulating in the blogs where people were going to oust her and she jumped in front of it. She chose to do it now conveniently after the 3rd reunion aired, and it more than likely did terrible in the ratings because we've been watching the ratings this whole season and they haven't even hit 2 million. And in past seasons, they've hit 4 million and 3 million consistently on regular episodes. So with that being said, I just think it's definitely a way to make sure Phelan is added to the cast because they had already said Phelan wasn't invited to the reunion, so they felt like Phelan was not going to be asked back next season. So now we need Phelan back for this storyline. We also have recognized that Kenya has said something online. So has Marlo. And here's my thing. Kenya, we definitely want you back. Kenya is not my favorite, okay? Because I don't like the orchestrated storylines. Absolutely beautiful woman. Definitely remember being a little girl. I don't even know if I was in school yet. Watching her become, you know, Miss USA. And her being a dark-skinned woman at that was amazing to see at such a young age that I was. So watching that was absolutely amazing. So when she was added to the show, I was genuinely excited. But to watch her on the show made her not a likable person. And I don't believe that is who she is in real life, but this is what she keeps pushing to continue to get a check. So with that being said, we definitely want Kenya back. We definitely want Kenya back because in certain situations, we definitely want her to call Porsha to the carpet. And it has also been said on Candy's YouTube channel, because Phelan had appeared on there, that her and Porsha were not friends, and she is friends with Kenya. So it would be nice to see her take up for Phelan and, you know, kind of put a battery in her back and see how this goes with the events that they all show up to and everything like that. But I don't need to see Kenya make this a storyline all season. We need to hear about Mark. We need to hear about baby Brooklyn. We need to hear about you finding a daycare for Brooklyn and it's not suitable, or, you know, we need to hear something else other than Porsha. Seriously, because the reunion sucked because it was Porsha. All she did was spew venom, her and Marlo. And let me get to Marlo. Marlo, you going out sad and bad, child. Like, golly. I mean, terrible. Absolutely insane. I mean, you bounced from friend to friend since you've been on the show. You came on as Candy's friend to get back at Nene. Then it went from, oh, we actually got stuff in common, we friends. Then it went from Nene to Aunt Kenya's bestie. Then at the Bailey Bowl, you want to confront Nene about not being your friend. And then Nene walks off. You get angry to get a scene. I mean, it's just really old and tired. And then y'all don't want people to call y'all aunties and nieces. But it is really auntie-ish to see. We want to see the drama, right? But we don't want to continuously see this high school kind of drama. And yeah, when women get together, it do kind of be a little catty. But some of this stuff is really not even high school. Some of this stuff is just elementary. Straight up elementary. But yeah, the optics definitely look bad about Porsha. But here's what I believe. I believe that Porsha and Phelan were never friends. They know each other because of the Atlanta social scene. They're former men. Knew each other, worked together, were very comfortable with each other because they were probably running in the same circles, probably going to the same country clubs and whatnot. So they were very comfortable with each other. Phelan wanted to be a housewife. She was, the typecast young woman with wealthy older guy, beautiful girl. And they wanted to bring her on the show in a fun way. And the way to do it was to put her with Porsha. Because Porsha is, she's the younger cast member. Porsha is, I think she'll be 40 this year, which is still young. But at the end of the day, like, that lets you know everybody else on the show is 40 plus, and Porsha is the young person. I think Drew is still like 35 or 36. But nonetheless, before adding Drew, Porsha was the youngest. But so they wanted to bring Phelan in the show in a fun way. So they put them together because they were familiar. But you have to realize these people aren't friends anymore. Like it went away from the original casting. The original casting of Real Housewives of Atlanta is Nene Leakes was like the nucleus, and she brought her friends. And that's kind of how all the other franchises worked moons ago when they came out in 2006, 2008, and 2010. But here we are, 2021, and they got to keep these storylines popping. And which is why they didn't really show Phelan that much this season, because Phelan was kind of boring. She even had nothing going on. She spent her man money. Woo, she lived in a big house. Woo. Her biggest scene was when LaToya was picking a fight with her. But yeah, that was pretty much, what's going on with that. But yeah, back to my topic, or back to what I was saying. This is for TV, y'all. I'm sure Porsha will get married. I'm sure Bravo paid her handsomely to announce this, to get people intrigued and excited for season 14. Because I'm telling you, I can't tell you that I watched one full episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta this season. I really got my tea from the blogs and the vlogs on YouTube. That's really how I got my tea. I was not about to sit and watch this. I was just not interested, especially hearing that they talked about Bolo from, before the mid-season trailer. It was Bolo, 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 Bolo. It was just kind of like, And then we had heard so much about it because the story was leaked already before the season premiered. So it was just over it, So I had other stuff to do on Sunday. Sunday is self-care day. So, and I've been eating good, so I just, ain't rock with it. I caught up with it, and I'll say this, I probably turned it on maybe a couple times, but I never finished an episode. And that's no shade at all. It's just straight up realness. That Bravo knows this. They know they needed to do something different, because that's why, they got this scandal going. I wouldn't doubt, Porsha and this man will have a wedding special. She may even get a spinoff. But this definitely adds to the season 14. But I don't necessarily want to villainize her. And I don't want to say that because she's one of my favorite housewives of all time. But I definitely know reality TV is not reality anymore. They definitely put you in situations. Producers walk around and tell you stuff to say on camera. All the ladies have said it before. It's just funny how they conveniently forget it. Like, for instance, when it goes back to the Phaedra and Candy dungeon scandal, it's been said several times that Phaedra was told that information by a producer. And even if you go back and watch that season, watch the episode when she shares with Porsha what she heard, she tells Porsha she heard this from somebody. She doesn't say she came up with it or anything. And then Porsha repeats it to Candy. And so it was just kind of weird how they made Porsha, a bad person for repeating to Candy. Because, to be honest, I'd actually, if I was Candy, I'd be happy Porsha told me. Because if I had no idea that this was going on, you just enlightened me. Now, I do get why she'd probably be mad with Phaedra, because she like, you was my friend. Why would you even tell somebody this? But let's not forget, Candy had did some messed up stuff to Phaedra prior to this. And Phaedra's a Scorpio. And, I definitely feel like Phaedra, was like, oh, you know what? You did this to me. I heard this tea. I ain't going to tell you about it, but I'm going to definitely tell somebody else. Because I don't know if y'all remember, but when she was going through her divorce with Apollo, they were at a dinner, and Phaedra was about to pop Kenya with her purse, because Kenya always deflects and insert her business or insert herself in somebody else's business for a storyline. And so she was on the show, and she was basically saying, oh, Mr. Chocolate, what about Mr. Chocolate? And Cynthia was in on this too. And Candy was sitting over there, and she didn't say anything. And at this time, they were still supposed to be really tight. And Mimi had to take her out, and I believe Porsha followed, and they kind of consoled Phaedra in the parking lot. And then Candy comes out then later, and it's just kind of like, I was really side-eyeing Candy. And I was looking on my Facebook memories recently. I don't recall exactly what day, but it was recently. And it was a few years back when that episode aired, and I was like, Candy was dead wrong. Like, that was my status on Facebook. So that was, one. And then two was when they were hiding Apollo stuff in the house, and then Candy tried to pretend like, Phaedra called the FBI. No, ma'am. You were on a reality show, and they contacted you after that episode aired. Y'all think the feds don't be watching TV? Like, let's be real. So she wanted to blame her for that, saying she called the feds to come over her house to get her husband's stuff. And to be honest, even if she did call the feds, why was it at your house, and why didn't you tell her? And then lastly, the donkey booty video, when she was trying to make that a thing and say, oh, Phaedra didn't pay her, Phaedra, shammed her and Todd. Let's be real. I listen, you could be Team Candy, you could be Team Phaedra. Let's just be Team Real. In the real world, when you pay for something, like a service, it could be a wedding video, it could be a DJ for a party, it could be a wedding cake, it could be anything, okay? Especially when it's that kind of money. You pay a deposit, and then you may make payments in between, but you don't pay the remaining balance until you get a finished product. Todd even admitted on the show that he had not worked on that video, that it was not edited, that it was not done. And the balance left was what, $8,000? To these women who are on this show, supposed to be showing us behind the gates, $8,000 should be like $20 to them. And I'm not saying just let it go, okay? Because people owe me money, and I do not let that go, okay? But, but you also got to be realistic. If you don't have a product to give me, why should I give you the remaining $8,000? Especially if we ain't on good terms no more. I need to see the product, and then I'm going to give you cash. So I thought that was interesting how they tried to play that on storyline. And I thought it was interesting how fans, regular people, thought this was okay. Where y'all shop at? Who does business with y'all? If I hired a wedding planner for a wedding, you're not finna get that last envelope to the end of the night or until you show up the day of. If you my photographer, you're going to get a deposit so I can make sure you come. And when you show up, that wedding planner going to be on site and give you your envelope. Or I'm going to be in the dressing room getting fabulous and I'm going to Zelle you the cash because they done told me you here. I'm not about to give you all the money up front and you run off and you just don't show up. That's just not how it works in the real world. And I don't think people really thought about that. They were just caught up as to who team they were on. So they was just riding as a default. I mean, I have teams that I'm on because I do have favorite people because I just like their personalities. But I'm a realist too. Like, for instance, like I said, Kenya and her little storylines since she been on the show, I ain't been dealing with them. She really lost me when she was trying to mess with Kim Fields. That really ticked me off. But I want her back because I definitely want her to call Porsha to the carpet. That makes for good TV. Again, Porsha, if you watch this, you my girl. Let's go have a drink. I'm in Atlanta. I still like you. I just think this is a little trifling. The optics do look bad. The man, from what we understand, is still married. But we also got to recognize that him and Phelan had only been married for a year. So we don't really know anything else about them, how long they've been dating prior to. And I'm not making any excuse, but what's different from her dating, Simon, Porsha dating Simon, than Ari dating Moneybag Yo? And I'm just bringing that up just to say, these Instagram girls, these Instagram influencers, they date the same rappers all the time. They recycle the same damn rappers. They be in the same circles. They go to the same clubs. They probably have hostings together. I mean, they definitely seen each other at an after party. And they probably vibe, shared a shot. Ari probably drove the boat. Who knows? Who knows? But she definitely with Moneybag now. So are we going to hold every woman who recycles a man to the same standard that we hold Porsha because of a fictional reality show? Like, yeah, these people are using their real names. Yes, some of these things are real, like when they get pregnant, when they get married, yada, yada, yada. But we also have to understand some things are placed in our face to create drama because, I feel like I should have a reality show. I really do. Random stuff happens to me. Random stuff happens to me on my little Tinder dates. Random stuff happens to me when I'm at a bar. Like, just random stuff be happening to me. And I feel like a camera crew should be following me. So, Carlos King, if you watching, call me. But I can honestly say some days I just be in the house with a bonnet on watching YouTube. So every day ain't hopping and jumping where it's something noteworthy that somebody wants to watch my life or watch your life or whatever. So they have to create something to keep people watching. And I do feel like it looks bad because they orchestrated the idea that Fallon and Porsha were friends. But she's an Atlanta socialite. Fallon's an Atlanta socialite. Atlanta is hot for rich African men. And because how many of the women have we connected to a rich African up until now? Several. So, and I'm sure they've been recycled. Your man wasn't your man when he came out the womb. He was with somebody else. Now, the optics obviously look bad because they was on the show together. Bravo set it up like it was Porsha's friend. But they weren't friends. It's just a new guy that she dating. Now, what really needs to be talked about is that Dennis and the man knew each other for real. I wouldn't say they was besties, but I'm sure they belonged to the same social club. And they really probably had more of a conversation than Fallon and Porsha. And so, but if they cool with it, whatever. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about today. Thank y'all for tuning in to Johnny's Angel vlog YouTube channel. I want my angels to drop some angel halos in the chat right now, and please come back. I definitely am going to do more lifestyle videos, pop culture videos, fashion. See, I'm talking a lot. Fashion and what else I want to do on this channel? Hair. Might even put some food in here. As y'all see me slim down, because I am trying something. As y'all see me slim down, I'm going to get on here and let y'all know. Okay? I'm not going to tell y'all what my weight is today, though. I need to lose the weight first and then tell you what my starting weight was. Because I don't want to be embarrassed. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Thank you.